How's it going, old schoolers? You are kicking it old school. I'm your host, Dr. Old School. I finally got out of the laboratory today to take you on a field trip of epic old school proportions. I am here in Fort Myers, Florida at Retro Zone Arcade. Over here they got all kinds of, not only do they have awesome video game machines, but they got all kinds of collectibles, Pokemon cards, action figures, you name it. They've got all sorts of cool stuff. And I'm taking you on a trip back down memory lane when we used to go to the video arcades with the pocket full of quarters. So, go ahead, tease your hair up, get on those ripped up jeans, and put the Van Halen cassette in the Walkman because we are going back to the 80s, to the arcade. Let's check this bad Oscar out, shall we? Right here we got a whole line of pinball machines galore. All sorts of cool stuff. I mean, some are kind of newer, more modern. I mean, this Star Wars pinball machine, I can remember one back in the early 90s that was really cool looking, but not as awesome as this. And I used to play this Whirlwind pinball machine when I was 13. I couldn't get enough of it, especially when you scored high. That fan would blow on you, and oh, did that feel good. And look at that, big size Masters of the Universe action figures. Transformers, Thundercats. Oh man, this is a place where I consider this to be heaven for me. And now we're moving on to the arcade machines. You got X-Men versus Street Fighter. I remember that game very well. And a really cool version of Galaga. I've never seen anything like this. This has to be high tech, you know, more modern. What all else we have here? Let's see some classics. Arcade Legends. Oh, this has to be licensed by Atari. They got Centipede. They got Caveman Ninja. They got, looks like Elevator Action. Oh, man. I'm telling you, I am in heaven right now. And I told you I'd be taking you out of the laboratory. Well, I am a man of my word. And look at what we got here. We've got Q*bert. You know, they got an original Q*bert game. I mean, I can remember standing over these things when I was 4 years old on my tippy toes while my cousins played. You'd think they could spare me a quarter. No. They were all about themselves. But yeah, there's all kinds of cool things. They even got the sit-down driving games for those who like to sit down and drive, like Need for Speed Underground, Revolt, Mario Kart, Marvel vs. Capcom. I remember these. I remember this from the early 90s when X-Men was becoming a big thing. I used to play Off-Road all the time. Off-Road was one of my favorites. Challenged 2 other friends. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh man, I can remember beating this game with 3 other people. And I only did it once. Now I hear the One Up Arcade Company has made a miniature version of this. It stands about 4 feet tall. You could probably get that for about $300. Let's see what else they have here. Oh yeah, nothing beats the classics. Look at this, Frogger. I used to play this all the time. And looks like our man Barry here, he's getting the Simpsons game all cleaned up and ready.
All set.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna have 4 people here playing The Simpsons, beating Mr. Burns, aren't we?
Got it. Yeah.
Hell yeah! I was just saying that I played the Ninja Turtle game once with 3 other people.
Yeah.
And just one time I beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tough game too.
It is.
Yeah.
Any of these kind of games are tough. These, you know, these group games. You have to have at least 2 or more people to play with you.
It's not Fortnite.
No. Sorry, kids. It's not Fortnite. You kids out there, you think Fortnite is tough? Why don't you come on down here and play some Pac-Man or play some Donkey Kong? And what else we got? Defender, we got Lethal Enforcers. Defender was always a good game, a side-scrolling space shoot-'em-up. I remember when Konami did a version of it called Gradius, which was okay, just better graphics, but that was about it. And oh, look what we got here. What looks like a Galaga cabinet. You got Pac-Man, you got Galaga, you got Frogger, Donkey Kong Jr., and Donkey Kong 3. Oh man, that's 6 of my favorite games right there in a nutshell. And what else do we got here? We got Game Room Classics. Looks like a Breakout or Tetris kind of game. And you know, I played Breakout on the Atari many times as a kid, but you know, never anything like this. And Ultimate Arcade, what has this got? Oh, we got Ghosts and Goblins. We got 1941, 1942, Darkstalkers, Mega Man, Street Fighter 2. Now this is something that's, oh yeah, especially when you could play all day for all you want and not have to worry about putting quarters in. Police Trainer, yeah, that looks more like a Hogan's Alley type thing. I do remember the Terminator 2 Judgment Day video game. You want to talk about hard to beat? Let's see some youngsters of this generation play this one right here. And what else? Look at this, people. Space Invaders. Looks like an original Silver Anniversary Edition. But this is a... Actually, this is a remake. Looks like a remake. Wow, look at that. And of course, my favorite as a kid, look at this. This is an original Donkey Kong cabinet with Donkey Kong. Oh man. I mean, it was this game, people, and Return of the Jedi I would blow all my quarters on when I was a kid. And of course, we got the sports games, Blink 99, Mortal Kombat, always a classic. You can't go wrong with Mortal Kombat. And you got Rampage World Tour. Oh my God, this has to be a newer machine right here. I remember when this is definitely new. Look at the graphics. Have you ever seen, all you Rampage fans, have you ever seen anything like this? I remember the Nintendo version. And Alien vs. Predator. Oh boy. Yeah, I remember. I think in many ways they went ahead and made the movie based it off this game. I'm not sure. I'm not either a Predator or Alien fan, but I'm thinking that's what they did. Original Ms. Pac-Man cabinet and an original Galaga cabinet. Wow, look at this. An original Double Dragon. All right, now that we've seen the arcade, let's take a look at some of the toys that they got for collectibles. Well, you know, plethora of Star Wars toys to choose from. These would look good, and these would look good in the laboratory. Bespin Han Solo. I think to myself all the time, you know, why did they stop making Star Wars toys when I was a kid during Masters of the Universe? Why did they stop making the movies, period? You know, it was just a fun time in the 90s, the 80s and 90s to be a kid. And of course, we got all this movie memorabilia stuff, which looks really cool. Yeah, Predator. Oh, I would love to drink soda out of these right here. That's perfect for if you have anybody in your life that's a Jason or Freddy fan, that would be perfect for them. Christmas is coming up too, and wow, Freddy and oh, Friday the 3rd. Oh, look at this. Look at all the accessories. These are definitely not toys for kids. These are collectibles. Got Eddie from Iron Maiden, RoboCop versus Terminator, Chucky. Boy, lots of cool things here. And this must be one of these cabinets that you know that were made only for home, just like the 1-ups. But yeah, you got comic books here. Ooh, Kiss. Yeah, there's Peter Criss. Ace Frehley. I know I would definitely want that Ace Frehley figure because it's all about that ace. All that ace. Marvel Legends. You got all kinds of cool stuff right here. I mean, look at all these comics. Yeah, this is definitely heaven. I mean, look at all. Oh wow, I'm pretty much lost for words here, people. I am definitely so lost for words. Yes, if you live in the Fort Myers area or anywhere in Lee County and you want to come out for some old school fun, come down to this place for real. All right. I'm coming right back in, but hold on a sec. Wow. They were nice enough to let me come in while they were getting the place ready. Oh, and it looks like they're setting up over next door at the nightclub, the Ranch. Looks like a band is playing tonight. So if you're in the area and you want some good old school fun, come out to Fort Myers on Colonial Boulevard, 2158 Colonial Boulevard, Fort Myers, Florida, to the Retro Zone, where hours Wednesday through Thursday are 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., Sunday 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. This is your old friend Dr. Old School saying Godspeed, and may the Force be with you always.